Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Graditam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambattvamanusandatami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Phullaravindayada Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijadaya Totra Bhetre Kaipanaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha Sarvopanishadu Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana Partho Vatsasudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Mritam Mahate Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala Gandhara Nilopala Shalyagrahavathi Kripena Vahani Karnena Vela Kula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Magara Duryodhana Vartini Sotirna Khalu Pandavairana Nadi Kaivartagah Keshavaha Parasharya Vachas Saroja Mamalam Gidartha Ghandotkadam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikadha Sambodhana Bodhitam Shloke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyad Bharata Pangajam Kalimala Pradvamsina Shreyase Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maratastunvandi Divyaistavaihi Vedais Sanga Padakramopanishadair Gayandi Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyandam na Vidussura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Yeah, we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we have completed chapter 1 and chapter 2, and we completed the third verse we completed. 3 verses we completed on the third chapter. Karma Yogam, we completed 3 verses. So Bhagavan said, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, third verse, Lokesmin Dvividha Nishta Pura Prokta Maya Nagha Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. So Bhagavan said, so Maya Prokta, there are 2 methods or 2 margam. You can take it as a 2 margam Dvividha Nishtha. One is Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam and Karma Yogena Yoginam. Jnana Yogam and Karma Yogam, or Sankhya Buddhi and Yoga Buddhi. What is Sankhya Buddhi? One who have no much of interest in this worldly affairs, straight away their whole life is who is Bhagavan, what is Jagad, what is Jiva. So this continuous research or continuous this thought of this Bhagavan, only their only goal, their focus is on knowing Bhagavan and merge or know yourself. self-realization or God realization is the only one. Whereas others who have some interest in this life, who wants to have something, that karma vasana is remaining, so they take up this karma yogam, where karma yogam is where we do our karma, whatever is our swadharma. During swadharma anushtanam, we bring our mind to a equanimity state or steady mind. So that is the process of karma yogam. But without jnanam, karma yogam is not possible, right? So both are, even for a jnani or for a jnana yogam, one who is in that sadhana, they have small little bit of karma vasana is there. There they have to apply this karma yogam. They have to, wherever there is a small slightest disturbances in the mind, even the jnana yogis, where they in the sadhana state, they will have a little bit of disturbances. There they have to apply this karma yogam, right? So this is the two difference. Actually there are no two paths, there is only one path, but this is only a little bit of you can say classification or segregation between this jnana margam and this karma margam. Bhakti and all we will discuss. Bhakti is not, without bhakti both are not possible. So bhakti is the most important thing. Without bhakti even the jnana margam is not possible, even the karma yogam also is not possible. So bhakti must be there. Bhakti is what it is, that the true love for God. That is what is bhakti. That we will discuss when we are slowly we will discuss. We will move on to the fourth verse now. Today very important two verses, the fourth and fifth, very important, and it will give us the karma rahasyam, the secret of karma yoga. The fourth one, na karmana manarambhat नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते न च सन्न्यसनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. It's a very beautiful verse. Purushaha. Here Purushaha means the sadhaka, right? Who wants to realize God, or who are in this spiritual journey. Anarambhat. Karmanam anarambhad means this here. Karmanam anarambhad means by not doing any activity, external activity, like your karmendriyas, not at all using your karmendriyas for walking, talking and doing work, etc. Karmanam anarambhad naishkarmyam na asnute. Naishkarmyam is the Purna Brahmanishtha, Purna Brahmajnanam. He never gets by renouncing his external activities, right? External. First I will explain the meaning of the verse and then we will go the deeper meaning. Then the Naishkarmyam. Naishkarmyam is our goal. Naishkarmya Siddhi is what we are looking for. Naishkarmya Siddhi na asnute. Brahmajnanam or Brahmanishta na asnute. Will never reach there. Then Sannyasana Deva. Sannyasana Deva. That is here Sannyasana Deva means by renouncing external activities. Okay? External, renouncing it, external activities. Sannyasana Deva Siddhim, that is Naishkarmya Siddhim na samadhigacchati. He will not obtain it. He will not get there. He will not get that complete equanimity of the mind. He will not get that. Shanti will never come to that person by renouncing his external actions. Now we'll go a little deep. See, this karma is something which is imposed on Brahman, imposed or superimposed on Brahman. So this karma is not, that is the karma is like the mirage in a desert. It is like that. The karma does not have the karma or the movement. Okay, the movement that we see here, all the movements is nothing but the changing of forms, etc. It does not have a permanent reality. It's a changing. So the real nature is Brahman. Okay, so yeah, so here Naishkarmya Siddhi. Naishkarmya Siddhi is explained in 18th chapter, 49th verse. Okay, what is Naishkarmya Siddhi? We'll just read that, 1849. Which page number? No, you don't have page number, sorry. Eighteenth chapter, 49th verse. If you go, that is the definition. Asakta buddhis sarvatra jitatma vikataspruha naishkarmya siddhim paramam sanyasena adhigacchati. Sarvatra asakta buddhi. Okay, there is nothing that is mine or me. Me and mine is asakta buddhi. That is asakta buddhi. That asakta buddhi is only possible that we have to know that everything is only God's. It's not, nothing is mine, because I never get anything. I did not bring anything here and I did not acquire anything here. That way you have asakta buddhi. These things are, you are not attached to it. You are not sticky with these things. You are not sticky with the Jada Vastu, all the Vishayas and objects of this world. You are not sticky with that. Okay, you use it, but you don't get stuck to it. We don't get attached to it, because they will leave one day, or we will leave, right? So asakta buddhi sarvatra, everywhere. Okay, jitatma vikata spruha. Jitatma means complete control of the mind. Okay, complete control of the mind. Vikata spruha, there is absolutely no desire, nothing is remaining. Spruha is even before kama. Okay, spruha, we explained many times, that is before that. Vikata spruha naishkarmya siddhim paramam naishkarmya siddhim sanyasena adhigacchati. Here siddhim means, naishkarmya siddhi means there is no karma vasana at all. There is absolutely no, not karma, don't get confused. The body might continue its job, but he is not worried about the result of his actions. Nothing matters. That sort of attitude, that sort of mindset. Okay, naishkarmya siddhim paramam sanyasena adhigacchati. Here sanyasena means all the kamya karmas are, all the karmas that we do, all the karma, the actions that we do is totally, absolutely, whatever be the result, favorable, unfavorable, nothing like favorable and unfavorable. Even the notion of favorable and unfavorable is lost, is no more there. That sort of a karma, when somebody does, that is Naishkarmya Siddhi. That's Naishkarmya Siddhi. And what is the phalam of Naishkarmya Siddhi? Is Shanti, equanimity of the mind. So in 18th chapter 49th verse, this Naishkarmya Siddhi is defined. So this Naishkarmya Siddhi is what we are talking here. Where na karmana aramba. Now without doing any external actions, without renouncing the external actions, okay, by doing this it is impossible. Why? Because by renouncing your external actions, the mind is always dwelling on it. The mind is working. Even if you don't physically do anything, your mind is always working in it. Your mind is always involved in those vishayaha, right? So what is necessary here is complete control of the mind is necessary. Then by constant thought of this tattvam, constant thought of this Brahma Buddhi, that slowly the Nitya Vivegam, and through that the Vairagyam will come, dispassion towards the objects of this world. Then there is the karma phalam is not attached with the karma phalam. Because of that, he will get Naishkarmya Siddhi, but not by just renouncing external actions. Even when the external actions are removed, the mind is dwelling on it. And also, we already talked about, without jnanam, without that Sankhya Buddhi, Karma Yogam is impossible. So, yeah, That is what it is. So by renouncing external actions, one cannot reach there. Suppose like see, next verse it is very clearly explained. Some people, they think that okay, going to some ashram or sitting somewhere idle without doing any external action. Suppose we are in swadharmas, right? You are in every individual is in a particular place doing their swadharma. Okay, now after reading this Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, second chapter, come to a conclusion that okay, now I don't want any karma to be done. I will not work. I will not do anything. I will keep quiet somewhere. It is impossible. First thing is, it is impossible. Even if you keep quiet, your mind will be thinking about that. Okay, there are many examples. I can think of one example is, say, suppose there is a Arjuna's case. If you take, if Arjuna is going to the forest and then suppose he is going to the forest and I will do tapas, etc. He won't be able to do any tapas. He will be thinking about what all things are happening here, right? We will be thinking about. Suppose I go to, I think, okay, I will renounce everything. I leave my family and everything, and I walk away. My mind will work. My mind will think about the things that is happening here, because that karma vasana is there. The karma vasana has to go fully. So by renouncing external actions, by renouncing external activity, someone cannot reach there. See this. There are. See, if you can see, some people take up to sannyasa, but their karma vasanas has not gone. That is making money, or they might not have lost the interest in the family life, has not gone yet, but still don't know, unknowingly they get into sannyasa, and suddenly you will find in the paper that this is a fraud. He is found with some lady in some hotel or something. All this you will find in the newspapers. There are so many fraud cases are coming of sannyasis. It is all because of this. Then the karma vasana, it would have been, actually this will spoil even the society. It will spoil them as well. It will spoil them, and at the same time it will spoil the society also. If we had this karma vasana, that is why we have got a very beautiful system. You get married, have children, you work and take care of your family, etc. And in this process, dharma, artha, kama, moksham. So this is the purushartham. There is a beautiful way prescribed in the scriptures. It is not necessary that everybody will become sannyasi, and it's not at all necessary. It is not necessary. There is a very prescribed method is there, right? Sankhya yogena, there is a jnana yogam is there for sankhyanam, karma yogam for the people who have interest in this life. There is absolutely nothing wrong. So this is the method is given by just renouncing external actions. One cannot obtain this. It has to come through jnanam only. So jnanam, with the jnanam, you apply karma yoga. So this is what it is. We'll move to the fifth verse. So fourth one is very clear. Is it right? Any doubt? Anyone has fourth? Okay. Fifth one. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit karyate hyavasah karma sarvah prakriti jair gunaihi. Because is continuing. The first verse is continuing. Na karmanan, what he said? The karmanan arambhat naishkarmyam purushosnute nacha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhi gacchati. He, why? Because kaschit. The first verse said, by renouncing your external actions, you cannot obtain Brahmanishta. You cannot get Naishkarma Siddhi. Because, that is a connection. Because kaschit jatu kshanamapi akarmakrit natishtati. No one, okay, not a single person, jatu, never, kshanamapi, not even for a second, okay, akarmakrit natishtati, Without doing action, nobody sits idle. Every one of us is doing something or other. Think about it. All of us are doing something or other. Not even for a second we are keeping quiet. Right? Akarma krita na tishtati. That is, sarvaha, all of us, prakritijaihi gunaihi, okay, the gunas that comes out of our prakriti, okay, the gunas which are the result of the prakriti. I will explain all this. Prakritijai gunaihi avasyaha means we are slaves or we are forced. Karma karyate, we are forced to do our karma, we are forced to do our actions because of the gunas which comes out of the prakriti. Prakriti is naturally. You can say natural. Natural means it's not nature, but prakriti. That is you can say prakriti. Another is you can say from God Himself. You can think of that way. Naturally. That is how it is. All jivas do their actions according to their prakriti, according to their prakriti gunaha. Gunas which are of the prakriti. What are the three gunas? Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. So each individual is born with certain combination of this Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunaha. So each one of us is embodied into this world because of our previous janmas karma vasanas. So these karma vasanas, with the tendencies which has come out of the karmas that has been carried out during our past, that karma vasana in us will have a certain combination of or certain percentage of sattva, rajas, tamo gunaha. According to this combination of sattva, rajas, tamo gunaha, this embodied, and that body is swadharma is fixed. His swadharmam is fixed. Very carefully, please listen very carefully. It's very, very important. This is the real karma rahasyam. This is the secret of this karma. So that means that because of this percentage of this sattva, rajas, tamo gunas, each individual is forced to do their swadharma initially. Okay, so it is fixed. Okay, the actions or the karma swarupam, each one of us karma swarupam is fixed because of this percentage of sattva, rajas, tamo guna. Okay, now because of this we are forced to do. Then does that mean that we cannot change our karma swarupam? That is a question. So that means, suppose somebody is doing a certain swadharma. Okay, can that swadharma be changed? The karma swarupam, whether that can be changed? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. But we have to remember that before we change our karma swarupam or before we change our swadharma, before we change that, we have to change the sattva, rajas, tamo gunaha, the combination, the percentage of sattva, rajas, tamo guna has to be changed. If the percentage or the guna gadana is not changed, and if you change your karma, there will be a conflict. The person will get into more problems. So, the prakriti jair gunaha, initially whatever is the gunas, that is fixed. Now the karma is fixed. Now to change your karma swarupam, we have to change the sattva, rajas, tamo gunaha combination. How that can be changed? That is a question. That can be only changed by vicharam, by thinking, working, using Upanishadic knowledge. Vedantic knowledge. Using our Vedantic knowledge, sadhana, chatushtayam, etc. Okay, nitya nitya vivegam, vairagyam, samadhi, shatka sampatti, and the world that appears in front of you is mithya, which is compared to the Brahman, or the cause and effect relationship, etc. We have to work on it using our jnanam, which have been explained again and again. This apply in our day-to-day life, right? Whenever, whatever you are doing, like the karma is fixed, as I told you, but when you work with that, whatever sudharma you are doing, with that, when you are working there, that time your thought process changes. Your thought process is continuous, and it changes the combination of your sattva, rajas, tamo gunaha, and when that changes, your karma swarupam changes. A simple example, very very simple example I will give you, which will clear this. From this you have to apply this in everywhere. A person, okay, at the age of say 30 or 35, he would like to construct a house, right? Construct a house. He has got a beautiful bungalow, and he has got say 3 kids, okay? He has got 3 kids and father and mother, so he constructed say 3 rooms or 4 rooms. A house is constructed. At the age of 30-35, he is running around making money, arranging the builder, this and that, and the house is constructed. Then slowly he started living, running around, all that. At the age of, he became 60 or 65, his children got married. Please listen carefully. His children got married, right? They got married and then they have children. Now the same person at the age of 35 or 40, he is constructing a house of 3 rooms, etc. The same person at the age of 65 or 70 is looking forward to construct more rooms for his grandchildren and his marriage, when they are going to get married, where they will stay. Now their 2 dogs also have come, they also need to be accommodated. So this person is now wants to construct another 3-4 rooms for their children or grandchildren, etc. Think about it. Is it really possible that for that person to work on it? There will be conflict. There will be disturbance in his mind. He won't be able to carry out that particular, but he won't be able to do at the same efficiency at the age of say 30 or 35. Right? So the gunagadana, or the combination of sattva, rajas, tamo gunas has not changed. It has not changed, but his karma has not changed, right? So gunagadana has not changed, karma has not changed. But is it possible? At the age of 70 also, this person is thinking about, is it possible for him to find builders and bringing out this material, this and all that? Impossible. So he gets mad at it. If during the time from the age of 35 to 60, if he had been learning Vedanta or Upanishadic knowledge, as slowly his sattva, rajas, tamo gunas definitely changes, his karma swarupam changes, he is happy, he is no more interested to make 2 or 3 rooms. It is the job of his children or the next generation. This person sits quietly. See, I am talking practically what is happening. Practical things. Now you apply this to every job, every work that we do, everything you apply here. You will see that this is what is meaning by sattva, rajas, tamo gunaha combination is changed. Accordingly, the karma swarupam changes. Karma swarupam changes. Is it not really actually those people who are really smart, who are really intelligent, who are really into spirituality, are not they doing this? That is why brahmacharyam, garhasthyam, vanaprastham, and then the sannyasam. This process is this. This is the process. By using Upanishadic knowledge, by using Bhagavad Gita knowledge, this person's karma swarupam is changed because of this guna. If the karma swarupam changes because When the person is not able to handle the stress at that age, right, he will have a dissatisfaction in his life. Now, there will be no contentment. He is unhappy all the time. This unhappiness is because of his desires to fulfill the karmas, the karma vasanas. Why? Because this person does not have this knowledge. He does not have this jnanam in him. There is no intellectual understanding of the system. Because of not having this intellectual understanding of this Upanishadic knowledge, Bhagavad Gita knowledge, because of this person will have the desires unfulfilled. This will produce janmas. This will go on and on and on. Okay, so this is the secret of this karma. This is why it is very much necessary to understand this Bhagavad Gita or Karma Yogam. What is Karma Yogam? Perfectly we need to know this. If we don't know Karma Yogam in a very practical way, this Bhagavad Gita or the Upanishad is not going to help us. It is to be applied in our individual's life. Otherwise, what is this? Arjuna and Krishna talked, they discussed Bhagavad Gita, and then of course Arjuna got enlightened. How about you and me? So this is how we have to apply Karma Yogam. So the Guna Gadana, percentage of Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunaha, these percentage it will change. If we work on this, from Tamasic, a person who is lazy, who has got a lot of dreams, but who is not moving around. This lazy person has to be must come to Rajas, and he will be working for it. And during the time when he is working with Rajogunam, slowly he understands this knowledge and he becomes more and more of sattvic qualities, and his tamo and rajogunas reduced, and then he will be full of sattvic gunas, and he transcends that also. He transcends all the three gunas, and then he becomes Naishkarmya Siddhi. Totally he does not have any karma vasana. So the only way to get rid of this karma vasana is to do karma, is to do the karma without getting attached to the results of this karma. So this is the karma yogam. When we do karma yoga, right? When we are doing karma yogam, we apply this yoga buddhi. Yoga buddhi is yogam. Yogam means equanimity of the mind. Bring the mind to steadiness all the time, using the knowledge, using the jnanam or the intellectual understanding of this. Do your karma yoga, and slowly we from tamasic to rajasic to sattvic, and the combination, the percentage here, as we move ahead in spiritual life, the sattvic qualities, the percentage has to increase. It will increase. How do we know? By whether we have increased, the karma vasana has reduced. Equanimity of the mind. The body will continue its functioning, whatever it can. Right? At 30, if somebody can run 10 kilometers, at the age of 60, he will be able to do only 1 or 2 kilometers. That's fine. Are you getting what I am saying? At the age of 30, if somebody is running for say 10 or 15 kilometers, by doing karma yoga, he will be doing 1 or 2 kilometers only at the age of 60. But that is fine. He is perfectly alright. Why? The only reason is his rajasic qualities, his rajasic guna have reduced and his sattvic gunas have increased. So the combination of sattva, rajas, tamo gunas, the guna ghadana or the percentage is more of sattvic now. By changing this only, we can change the karma swarupam. So here, now again, we'll come back to this verse. It's a beautiful verse. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit karyate hyabasah karma sarva prakriti jair gunaihi. Prakriti jair gunaihi. Each one is forced to do our karma because of the gunas which is of prakriti jaihi gunaihi. So natural prakriti guna, that is, this is how it is. So that can be changed only by changing the guna gadana. Otherwise the karma swarupam cannot be changed. So Arjuna's case, if you think Arjuna has got lot of rajasic qualities are there, that must be his karma vasana must go down. Slowly karma vasana must go down, and then slowly he has to come to sattvic qualities, right? So otherwise what will happen is, suppose he goes somewhere, he will be thinking about this Duryodhana and party and what is happening here, and then his mind will be all the time working on here only, even though his body is over there. That is why this fourth and fifth, these two verses are together. So this karma yoga, okay, this karma yoga is when somebody is in karma yoga, he is not getting attached. All the karmas, whatever he is doing, is done as Ishvara puja, Ishvara buddhi, prasada buddhi, and Ishvara puja. This is the meaning of this. Any doubt, anyone? Please ask now, because this is a very important, fourth and fifth. Otherwise, we will move to the next one. Anyone has got any doubt in this? Any confusions? Prakriti Jair Gunaihi and all that? Yes, please, yeah.
Sir, I just want to know that when you are working on these three gunas, I think it is a kind of preparation for spirituality, and when the spirituality begins, then you are already dispassionate about the external things, because the real spirituality begins when you are already dispassionate about things. Is it something like that?
It's all together. It's all together. This spirituality itself is changing your gunas. The spirituality, in the process of spirituality, already you are slowly changing.
Okay.
See, changing means, the physical actions need not change. See, when we change the sattva, rajas, tamo gunas, it is not the physical activity that is changing, but what is changing is the attachment, asakti, that attachment towards this karma. See, now suppose you ask me, and if we take ourselves, somehow or other we have certain karma vasana is there. When we do certain karma, unknowingly there is a fluctuation of the mind. This fluctuation of the mind, that is, somehow somebody says good to me, I feel happy. Suppose somebody says something bad about me, I feel little, then I have to apply that. Say I have to apply this Vedantic knowledge. So while applying this Vedantic knowledge, my mind is coming to steady. So this constant application, so the action remains the same, but the result of the action is not affecting me. The result of the action is not affecting me. That quality changes. That is what is mean by changing of this sattva, rajas, tamo gunaha. That is, I don't have the urge to have more of anything. Right? Suppose I work for say monetary benefit of say A, and after some time my attachment towards this monetary benefit A will definitely come down. So I am no more interested in that. That is what is mean by not getting attached to the result. If I lose something, if I gain something, it's not going to affect my steadiness of my mind. Then that means your sattvic qualities have increased. This is spirituality. So the spiritual life, okay, so there is no two lives anyway, everything is spiritual life only. So in this spiritual life, when you have this sadhana chatushtayam applying all the time, and with jnanam together, when we do this, slowly we are changing this guna gadana.
And that only comes with the awareness of that the three gunas. That is the problem. Like when you are aware of the gunas, that is the main, that is responsible for that is happening in your life. The awareness of it.
Yeah, definitely. That is awareness. But you don't need to know how much percentage sattvic you have or how much rajasic you have. That is okay. It's not necessarily, you should know even Even the terms of sattvic, rajasic, samasic, all these things are not necessarily to be known. But if you know the process, that your mind is no more attached. I want this, I need this. Without this, my happiness depends on this. That is gone. My happiness does not depend on the external objects. That clarity is enough. If that increases, if the dispassion increases, jnana vairagya siddhyartham. Jnana and vairagyam. These two are the most important thing. You don't need to know. All these things are necessary for us to know, but that is okay. But this is not the main criteria. Main criteria is dispassion must increase. The vairagyam must increase with jnanam. With jnanam, vairagyam must increase. If that is increasing, we are progressing in spirituality.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's clear, no? It's okay?
Yeah. Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah. Excellent. So, now we'll move to the 6th verse. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyacharasa uchyate. Yaha vimudhatma, one who is a buddhu who doesn't know this karma rahasyam, karmendriyani samyamya manasa indriyarthan smaran aste. Okay. One who does not understand the secret of this karma rahasyam, the secret of this karma, karmendriyani samyamya, that is the motor organs he controls, samyamya, he doesn't do the motor organs. Manasa indriyarthan smaran. Manasa indriyarthan smaran. He is thinking about this Vishaya Vastu. Okay. Saha mithyacharaha uchyate. He is a fraud. Okay. He is a fraud. Who is a fraud? One who controls his physical motor organs, the organs, but his mind is dwelling on that. His mind is still dwelling on that. This is, I told you, these type of people are even, they themselves fall into the trap, and they themselves are not only they fall into the trap, but they are a nuisance to the society also. Okay, so these sannyasis, many of these sannyasis who are, we can see their news in the newspapers, etc. I told earlier also, these people have their karma vasana in them. They have their karma vasana. They have certain urge to do this and that. These people, when they don't have this karma vasana gone, they become sannyasis and they become mithyacharaha. So this is applicable to every one of us. See, karma vasana, how it doesn't change, I will tell you. Say you take a military man. Okay, a person who is in the military. He served for say 15-20 years. 15-20 years he has been a very, very disciplined person. Okay, very disciplined. He gets up in the morning and then he does his exercise and then do so many, keeps his dress very clean and then ironed and all that. Okay, he has got the whole thing here. So that karma, by doing again and again, he has got that, the system into it, that must be clear, this and that. And he retired from that. He retires, or he takes voluntary retirement from the defense section. He comes home and he applies the same at home. You imagine, the karma vasana has not gone. There are people. See, when he was subordinate, when he was a junior, he used to obey his seniors, and he became senior, he makes the others also obey. But when he comes home after VRS, when he comes home and this thing is settled here, he is looking here and there, he is looking at the kitchen, you know what will happen there. And then he goes and then opens his daughter's cupboard. The moment he's trying to open it, the nail polish, everything is falling on his face only, everything, because that is put like this. Only the daughter knows how to take that from that cupboard. Whereas this military man, he opens like this, everything falls on his head. That's it, enough. So the karma vasana has not gone. He has this, that everything should be clean and ironed and then this way and that way, etc. How? So this is non-acceptance of the Prakriti Jayar Guna earlier, the previous verse. If we doesn't know, see, suppose that person has learned this, what is that? Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krita karyade hyavasah karma sarva prakriti jayar guna. If he has learned this sloka during any of this time in the military or in his defense, he will not have any problem coming home. Think about it. This is why what I am saying is this must be applied in our day-to-day life. He comes home, he doesn't know Prakriti Jayar Guna, etc. He thinks his gunas is what is everyone is, he expects the same thing in everyone, and he is so insisting that it is to be like this. The result must be like this. I want this way. When he does this, what will happen? There will be problem with his wife, with his children. They will think that this is better that he stay there only. Why he came back? Why this person has come back from there? I am taking, please don't get me wrong with military people or anything. No, this is applicable to me and you also. Whichever job you are, whatever you see, suppose an engineer is there, for example, okay. Let you take me, my case, okay. I used to work on with my own hands many things. So when I come home, I have the same habit. So if anything goes wrong, I open it and then everywhere it is there. It's spread all over the hall. So my wife may not like it. She would say, why don't you take this to the workshop and get it done? Say, this is my workshop, because I used to live in the workshop only. So this is what is karma vasana. So I must understand that each one of us, whatever they are, everyone is working as per their Prakriti Gunas. This clear understanding will make us accept as they are. And each individual, we have to change our karma vasana. Why? The same person, when I had this, I will, with this knowledge, when I am moving ahead, at the age of 30 or 40, I will not worry. At the age of 60, maybe I may not be able to iron my clothes, polish my shoes. Fine. That's perfectly alright. I don't expect somebody else to do it for me and then make it as I wanted that way. Are you getting what I am saying? This is what is, we have to slowly change our guna gatanas. Okay? So the physical actions has got nothing to do with my state of my mind. My mind is calm. It was calm when I used to make everything perfect. It is still calm when I am not able to make everything as perfect as it used to be then. That clarity makes our mind calm then also, now also. Right? So this is why we are learning Bhagavad Gita. This is for this purpose. Understand this. Understand the meaning of it and apply it in our own life. This will release us. This will make us, our mind, calm. Right? So karmendriyani samyamya yaste manasa smaran indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyachara sauchyate. He is a mithyacharaha because this is only possible when we are doing our swadharma. When we do our swadharma, we should not be adamant of the result of it. We should never be sticky with the result. That can happen only with knowledge. Only with this knowledge, Vedantic knowledge. Okay? So, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddho samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. That samatvam, that karma yogam, that we have to apply here. That totally asakta buddhi. And I am doing the doership. The doership, I should not take doership. Generally what we do, no, doership and all. The doership should be, completely we should remove the doership. I am not doing anything here. Okay, things just happen here. That clarity must be there. Prakriti Jayar Gunaihi, things are going around. But generally the tendency of doership is when something good is happening, I did it. When something bad happens, somebody else is. There is a beautiful story told by Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsar. Okay, I will do the story and then we will stop. We will stop with the 7th onwards. We will do the next class. 7th is Karma Yoga, definition of Karma Yoga. So we will continue in next class. So the story I will tell. It's a beautiful story. There was this person. Okay, he has a beautiful garden. So he has a beautiful garden. He himself used to plant trees, and then he used to water it, and then cut it, and then beautiful garden he has. From many places he used to bring this plants. Okay, and he used to, every morning he used to work for hours, and this one day, and this man used to, whenever somebody is coming there, he used to show them around, and this is brought from this place, and that is orchid which is brought from Amsterdam, etc. All that he used to show. And then one day, one cow somehow entered there. One cow entered, and then one of the plant which he loves so much, that plant only that cow eat, finish. Oh, this person got so much angry, he brought one big stick and then gave that one, and that one, it hit at the wrong place, and the cow died. The cow died. When the cow died, he got scared. Ayyo, how did I manage to kill this cow? And it spread, the news spread, and everybody said this person killed a cow. Gohatya papam. Okay. Next day morning, the Gohatya Papam came to him. See, you have killed a cow. I am going to catch you now. Then this person thought for a while. He knew Vedas and all. So in this Vedas, Bahur Indrastishtadu is there. Right? Prajarane Brahmadishtadu Padayor Vishnustishtadu. In Lagunyasam it is there. Bahur Indrastishtadu. In hands, Indra is sitting. So what he did? He told him, see, you also know Vedas? Yes, I also know Vedas. Who is sitting in this Bahu? Indran. Yeah. So, I did not kill, Indra killed. So he said, Indra killed, I did not kill this cow. So Gohatya Papam, Gohatya Papam got little annoyed. He said, no, see, if you have got any doubt, you go and ask Indra only. Because I know, Bahur Indrastishtadu, and Indra has killed. He straight away went to Indra. Called Indra. Indra said, see, this person has killed a cow, and then now he is saying, Indra, you have killed it. Indra said, wait a minute. He took a Vriddha Brahmana. He took a form of a very old Brahmana, and he came, very slowly he came to his garden. He said, oh, very beautiful garden. Whose garden is this? This man is standing in front. This is my garden. Oh, very nice. Fantastic. How did you manage to, how are you maintaining this garden? I come here. I'll show you. These are the plants I keep. This I water it. This is brought from Amsterdam. This is brought from that. And this is this and this. And every day morning I work with this. I say, oh, very nice, very nice. Can you show me around the whole garden? Yeah, well, take. On the way, suddenly the dead cow is there. So the old man, the Vriddha Brahmana, he said, oh, what happened, how this happened and all that. This person said, Indra killed. Indra killed. So Brahmana, he came to his natural form of Indra, and he said, so long you have been telling that you did this, you planted this, you brought it from Amsterdam, and then, so the killing is done by me. This is, you have killed it, you take it. The Gohatya Papam went to him. So this is how we all, when our children makes excellent marks, etc., we say, my son is very smart. Hey, fantastic. If he doesn't score good mark, we say the teacher is not so good. The maths teacher, I already knew that the maths teacher is so poor. Earlier also I have noticed this. That is the maths teacher or the school or the physics teacher and all that. We blame all the teachers for our son or daughter not scoring marks. Whereas when they score big marks, 85, 95, 99, we say, oh, he is very smart. Is it not? This is how our doership. So, if you think you have no idea of this Adhyatmam, you take both. Sukham and Dukkham, both you take. Apply it in yourself. When there is a jump, you jump with joy. When there is sorrow, you cry. You means we all, okay. So, but if you know the truth, both you transcend. Both is a notion. Both the sukham and dukkham is something which is imposed on this jiva, or this jiva thinks he is doing something, not understanding that it is the prakriti jair gunaihi, that we don't understand that, we think I am doing this, whereas Atma doesn't do anything. Akarma, it is akarma. Akarma is Brahman, karma is the jiva. The jiva is jiva and karma together, everything is an appearance on this Brahman. This knowledge, this Vedantic knowledge, we forget. We forget, and then we take doership for everything that is happening. If we are taking doership for the good, we have to take doership for the bad also. Otherwise, transcend both. Okay, with this we'll stop today. We'll continue from the 7th verse next class. Okay, I think I reasonably well explained this fifth verse. Fifth verse is something which is very, very, very important. Many people think, this is the why I explained this, I'll tell you why. Many people think that, oh, prakriti jair gunahi, everyone is born with certain embedded qualities, which cannot be changed. So the karma swarupam cannot be changed. So that means that person is like that, he is always like that, doesn't need to change. So this must be broken. It is not like that. Okay. Then why do we scriptures? Everyone is born and then live as they are. Why do we need scriptures? Why do we need Vedas? Why are we learning this? It is to change our prakriti gunas. The guna ghadana we have to change. That change is happening, actually happening when we are studying this Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita. So by changing that, our swadharmam changes. Somebody asked, swadharmam cannot be changed. I think last class, the swadharmam can be changed. And that is, swadharmam is changed not by force. The swadharmam, before changing the swadharmam, before changing what we are supposed to do, the guna ghadana has to be changed. The quality, the percentage of this sattva, rajas, tamo gunas must be changed. That change is only possible by Upanishadic knowledge, Vedantic knowledge, vicharam. We have to think, work on it. The oneness has to come naturally. The oneness, that there is no difference between me and you. There is no difference between me and animals and plants, etc. This oneness must be there through vicharam, and we have to accept it. Intellectually, clearly, we have to accept and understand it. And with that knowledge, when we do our karma yoga, not karma. Karma, only do karma with attachment to the results, etc. You become karma branda. You become a mad with karma. Whereas karma yogi is equanimity of the mind, is practiced when we do our karma with the knowledge. So this must be understood very clearly. That is why today's class was very important. So by changing the percentage, we can change the karma swarupam, and that way only we can get to happiness. We can stay in equanimity of the mind, or stay in happiness, shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.